Alright guys, welcome back again to the channel, back to let you know some of the stories making the rounds right at this moment. I've had enough. Ademola Lookman has now come out to tell the whole world, particularly the Atalanta fans, regarding what is happening behind closed doors with the Atalanta owners and himself and his agent, as regards trying to sort out his future. As you do know, Ademola Lookman wanted to move, or he had, expressed that intention to the club. It wasn't just this season with, it wasn't just this season, with the Inter Milan deal, but also we saw that last season he almost completed a deal to join PSG, but for whatsoever reason, which I mean, from what's happening now, I can say that the owners of the club were part of the reasons why that's due to PSG collapse at the end of the day. But fast forward to today, Ademola Lookman has also been getting some frustration from the owners who, from Ademola Lookman's statement, very lengthy letter that he wrote out to the fans explaining himself, shows that the management of this Atalanta side are constantly frustrating him and, it's his plan to move away from the club. So the letter is really long. I posted it on his social media where, in a nutshell, he was trying to plead with the fans, try to tell them that, the fact that he is refusing to cooperate with the club, or refusing to join the training, or refusing to do anything that's related to Atlanta, such as like deleting his Atlanta related photos on Instagram. He has now come out to say that it's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like. That there are a lot of things that have been happening behind closed doors that the fans don't know, and it's not about them. It's about him standing up to speak for himself, to stand up for his rights, and and demand for it. So this is the statement on the screen. I'm just going to try to read it as fast as I can. It says, over the past 3 years at Atalanta, I've given absolutely everything, not just as a footballer, but as a person. I've always worn the shirt with pride and tried to represent this club and the city of Bergamo with heart, passion, and dedication. I came here with the hope of helping this special club grow, and together we've created memories that will stay with me forever. Winning the Europa League and standing shoulder to shoulder with my teammates that night in Dublin, celebrating with our fans, was one of the proudest moments of my career so far. I still, it still gives me goosebumps thinking about it. Atlanta, and especially its supporters, have become a part of me. This place has felt like home from the moment I arrived, and I've always tried to repay that love, even in moments where things haven't been easy behind the scenes. That's what makes writing this so hard. I've loved every moment that feel I've loved every moment, but feel that now, after 3 wonderful years in Bergamo, it is the right time to move and to experience a new adventure. There have been numerous clubs approaching Atlanta in the past, and I have previously always stayed loyal. However, myself and the owner of the club have been in agreement that now is the right time, and the club were clear with me that if a fair offer came in, they would allow me to leave. Despite now receiving an offer in alignment to what I believe had been discussed, sadly the club are blocking the opportunity for reasons I do not understand. As a result, and after many months of broken promises and what I feel has been poor treatment towards me as both a human being and as a professional footballer, sadly, I feel I have no choice but to speak out for what I believe is right, and I feel that enough is enough. I can confirm that I have now handed in a formal transfer request. Even throughout the extremely difficult moments I've endured, many of which have remained private and confidential, I've always tried to put the club, the fans, and the team first, and hoped it would not get to this. But I unfortunately feel there is now little choices. To the fans, the heartbeat of this club, I want to say this. I'm truly sorry it's come to this. I hope you understand this incredibly difficult situation. It's simply about standing up for what I believe is fair and right. The support you have always given me has been incredible, and the bond we have created together is special. I hope to work together with the club to find an amicable solution for all parties as soon as possible. With love and gratitude, Ademola. So that is the very heart wrenching, emotional message that Ademola Lookman has sent out to the fans. Obviously to let them know that he is not a disloyal servant, to the club. And I mean, this is coming after Atlanta fans got really angry about Ademola Lookman and his attitude towards the club. That in fact they even had to go to in the streets near the club's training center to post a very big banner where they called out Ademola Lookman and his agent. In their own words, they said, as was written in the poster, enough is enough. Unworthy agents and ungrateful players, respect the fans and those who have valued you. So this is what they wrote there, and of course they are specifically targeting Ademola Lookman, calling him a traitor to the club. So uh, obviously that's what it always looks like from the outside. The fans do not really understand what these players are going through, most of the time until they come out to speak about it. So the man Lukman has now come out to talk about it, and I mean, from everything that he said in the letter, especially towards the end, he said that he and the club have an understanding that this is the right time to leave. Then why won't they let him leave and join Inter Milan, which is the club that he wants to join this season? He had already agreed a prior contract salary terms with the club. It's just remaining for Atlanta to accept the 40 plus 3 million euros that they have offered, but they are not willing to accept that. We'll see what happens in the next coming days, guys, regarding this Ademola Lookman still. But right now, you should just know that he has officially, uh, tabled his transfer request. He has asked to leave the club right now by fire by force. But let's move beyond that, guys, and let's talk about the fact that Wilfred Ndidi is now on the brink of joining Besiktas from Leicester City. The report is that Besiktas were able to table up to 9.5 million euros, which is not exactly up to the amount that Ndidi is valued. I think it's valued around 11 million pounds, but it's very close. But Leicester City have now accepted this deal and are now urging Ndidi to accept the offer, player to club offer. But right now, Didi is still trying to make his decision. But what is very clear now is that he doesn't want to play in the championship this coming season. So it's very likely that he's going to jump on this opportunity and join Victor Osimhen and a list of other Nigerian players, Henry Onyekuru, and so on in the Turkish Super League. But we'll see what happens, guys, in the next coming days. And of course, stay tuned to the channel, subscribe, share the video, and then come back for more.